Hello and welcome back. Got this here, a couple of cassettes that you've seen just recently on my channel, and what I'm going to do, get the light to come on, there we go. What I'm going to do is, you can see here it's nice tape, but it has a problem, and the problem is, it doesn't do macro, the problem is that I've got a bit of foam in there, and the problem is got a bit of foam in there. Oh, look, that one focused. Centre weighted focus, I guess. And they cost, say, about £4. Now, they're supposedly cassette felts. I have no reason to believe they won't do the job, but I'll show you why you need to do the job. Because if you come over to this deck here, you'll see. Now this is the other dynamic tape I've got, and it says on there Disco Fever, and I have not recorded on this one because I didn't want to lose what was on there. Now if I play from this side, which is the side A side, you can hear, sounds alright. Don't know how much you can hear on the mic. I'll put it on. Now if I turn it over, this side, and you can see what I'm referring to. So we'll see how that goes. Felts for cassettes. So I thought it'd be interesting. You can see just about in there that there's a pattern cut in them, i.e. they're cut to size. They're supposedly sticky backed, and so all you've got to do is put them on. So this is what I've got now to do the job with. Got me felts, got a screwdriver, just a small one. Actually, I'll tell you about that. This is the screwdriver I used to use to take the backs off televisions, but it happens to be the best one I've got for fitting the screws that are in there. They are a bit I think worse than rounding off a Phillips type screw. And as it happens, of all the screwdrivers I've got, this one is the one that fits the cassette screw the best. The fact that it's very long doesn't do any harm. But if you've got a shorter one and it fits, great. But don't round off your screws because it's a real pain when that happens. Right, I'm going to now take the thing apart. I'll take some pictures as we go, and we'll see where we go from there. So this is now what we've got. Taking all the screws out, and I'm going to see if I can get it apart with one hand, which is easier said than done. There we go. I've never seen inside one of these before, and now I have. Right, it's fairly simple. At least all the spools and everything are in the right place. I didn't take this one apart to change the felt in the first place because I could just get to it. So put the slip sheet over there, which appears to be fine, and have a look at the tape. You see it's nicely spooled. It's going the correct side of all the appropriate bits. So let's have a look. Zoom in on there a bit. Yeah, not a lot wrong with that. So I shall change. You can see the felt's looking pretty good, but I'm wondering whether that slight angle is what's causing the problem. It may not be this that's caused the problem. I'm going to change the felt, then we're going to play it and see what happens. Right, next thing is to remove that little bit there, that plate. I take that out, clean it up, stick one of these felts on, and we'll see. I've just spent the time filing down the glue, getting rid of the glue off that pressure pad so that it's got a nice, proper, shiny surface, which should actually, see it shines, it should give a good stick for the new felt. I used one of these, which is a nail sandpaper. Don't tell the wife. Right, so now I show you the actuality of it. This is the felt. It's been cut into what's about the right width, but you've got to cut it to length yourself. But it would appear, yeah, there's no cuts in there. So cut it to width yourself and put it on the bit of metal. These cassettes that I've looked at, the actual felt is just a fraction the size of the shape of the shape that's on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it to be just a fraction bigger than the actual cross bit on there, and we'll see how that goes. Right, offering it up, it would appear that the actual thing itself and the width of this are the same. So I'm just going to cut it to how wide I want it, not how top to bottom I want it. This all makes sense. Give it a go. Oh, there we go. That's it actually there. And so I'm going to now peel it off and stick it on, and we'll see what it looks like. So that's it attached now, and you can see it looks the job. Will it do the job? What I can tell you is that it's a lot more rigid than the foam was, so it should allow the tape to slide over it rather than drag it, rather than the tape to drag it. So now I'm just going to pop it back in there, and I'll do that off camera. I'll show you the final assembly bit. Right, there it is, all ready to go. Just got to screw the case back on, and then we'll see how it is there. It fits in nicely. It looks the job, but only time will tell. Well, I managed to get it back on with the slip sheet in there, so now I've just got to screw it up. Right, the screws are back in now, and go and try it. I need a big pen. Big pen. Oh, that works. Right, so we'll go and try it again. Okay, so this is the same tape that we've just been repairing, and I'm going to put it in the proper way around. And the good side, and you could hear that. That sounds okay. Now put on the bad side. No, it's made no difference. What I will try doing now is I will try actually fast forwarding and rewinding, relaxing the tape a bit. Okie dokie, so that didn't work. Right, what I've done now is I've decided that it makes no real difference, so at the end of the day it wasn't a waste of time because I'm happy with the end result. It just didn't make any difference to what I thought was a problem. I'm guessing that as the tape is very old and as it was done on a cheap machine and as I can't remember, I don't know if I even played it back when I recorded it. The faults must probably be inherent. Now I shall try the tape out and record on it because it's not listenable. Oh well, that's the job done. Unfortunately it didn't make any real difference, but that's something we've learned. You can get away with the foams or you can use the pads. I think it's worth going for the pads if you've got the opportunity, but yeah, it makes no real difference according to what I've found out anyway.